Hey guys, I haven't checked in with you guys today. I'm just gonna show you us doing shopping.
I'm a baller, I'm a gangster, didn't know.
If you not saw the struggle in Zara.
Really mine, didn't it? £290 have come out of my account today. I need to sit down.
We got, talk us through it.
Ranch. Wedges?
Fries, waffle fries.
There we go.
Waffle fries.
She's helpful when she wants to be, guys. Classic burger. We're at Mano.
Yeah, we're at Manor.
Let me be like top jaw.
What a scrumptious bite. It's Friday, after work. I'm tired. Sarah's also tired. Actually, no, she's not.
No, I am tired. My brain is on autopilot right now.
Well, that's a really cute bed.
Very nice.
Very aesthetic, guys. I have all of them. Like gemstones. I've collected my friends.
Are you Thanos? What are you doing here?
I've collected my friends.
Look at us living in London. No people die for this.
Okay, so the plan was to take you guys shopping with me, but I didn't end up going. So I just did a little food order. Some spinach, some onion. This is a vegan burger. I love these. Onion hummus, red curry paste, red Thai curry paste, creamed coconut, spring onions. This is literally for lunch. And then we've got some kimchi. I love a bit of kimchi. Then for our proteins, we've got chicken breast, got beef mince. I'm ready to eat prawns. This is actually the wrong ones. I ordered the raw, but I think they didn't have it, so they substituted my raw prawns for this. Imagine. Anyways, this is all from Sainsbury's. Hey party people, I'm going out quickly to meet my friend. Very last minute, very on brand. It's Saturday. Gonna see you then. Come back, guys. We missed us because we missed you. Not my sugar mother paying for me, guys. Do you see this? It went free. No, you need to be that yourself. Hi. Hi people. Hi people. What are we doing, friends? We're looking for food because two of us are not good eaters. We're not. And we're hungry. And now we're gallivanting along Vauxhall. Literally. So many different shops here, look. It's actually a Saturday. This is a clear sign of the economic crisis. Why is there no one outside on a Saturday night in Greater London? We're going there.
The fact that it looks dead gives me something.
We're still in search for food. Nothing has changed. We're no longer 2 hungry girlies. Okay, bye. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Bellies are full. Yeah. You can't see it, but bellies are full. Hey party people. I am so ill. It is 1 something in the morning. I literally just woke up out of nowhere and I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go into work. It makes no sense because if I'm ill, I'm just gonna get everyone else ill, and I hate when people come into work ill. It's like, for that, I'm like, oh, why would I go in? That one person down really makes a difference. I don't know. Another thing is, it's almost a half term. I'm like, do I just find it? Half term means I'm gonna have a break because the kids will be on holiday. I hate this. I hate it here. I'm tired, Grandpa. I am back. We did not go to work today. Nope. And we are not going tomorrow. I will admit, I feel a lot better than when I last spoke to you guys. I don't have a fever anymore. I don't really have chills. That weird body ache feeling is still there. Yeah, I'm gonna stay at home tomorrow to like actually feel like myself, because I feel like if I was to go in tomorrow feeling like this, even though I feel better, there's a good chance I'll just make myself worse again. Do you know what I mean? So I will come back to you guys tomorrow. I don't know if there's a point in showing you. I'm gonna be in bed. Doesn't look like a sick person's bed. I don't know what the heck does. I'm not even going to show you my small little tissues that you can see in the distance. This is a concoction of vitamin C and lemon water. I got my paracetamol. This is a hole. Anyways, I've got my paracetamols over there, a bunch of tissues over there. Like I said, I'm not going to subject you to that. I have a COVID test that I took, came back negative, don't you guys worry. This is tea that I was drinking last night that has decided to spill on my bed sheets. Then I've got a bowl of oats over there. I'm not even going to rotate the camera, you guys don't deserve to see this. Planning to watch Black Panther. And I've ordered some food. So I'm feeling a lot better. On the mend. I'm gonna try and go into work tomorrow. I literally have not been to work the whole week, so I miss my kids. I actually miss them. Yeah, that's the update, guys. I honestly feel like I'm fighting for my life. But it's Thursday, so I'm gonna try and film it and go in. I've missed you guys. I'm back and I'm better. I feel like I'm a 90%. I'm gonna give you guys like a rundown on everything when I get ready tomorrow. Today's Saturday, but I've got my nephew's baby dedication tomorrow, so we'll talk properly then. But I just want to say hello, I'm alive. Good morning. It is Saturday. No, it's not. It is Sunday, and I need to get ready for this baby dedication. So I'm gonna fill you guys in while I do that. I'm feeling so much better. That flu, I don't know what the heck that was. Not a fan. So today is my nephew's baby dedication. I am definitely the Arnie that's like, you had the kids for me. You did not have the kids for yourself, okay? That is happening today. So I invited my good sis, who you guys have not seen yet. This is the one that when I was doing my little rant about not seeing my friends, I said one lives all the way in flipping Kent, so she used to live down the road. Right. Yeah, she is coming down. So basically last week I missed the whole week of work. I planned going on on Wednesday, like on a Monday night, literally 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even schedule that email. I sent it 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I'm not gonna make it in. So sorry, I don't know what has happened, but I can't do it. And I was like, the earliest that I'll be back is Wednesday. So that was always the plan to come back on Wednesday. Yeah, that didn't happen. So I tried to go on Thursday. It was okay. I realised when I was on that train on the way to work, I was sweating as if I was back in Ghana, mate. And I said, yeah, like, you know, when your body just overheating. It could have been a number of things. It could have been that the train was actually genuinely too hot, but I just felt like, okay, this is going to be a long day. And by the end of it, I was literally sitting there with my hands in my head, rocking back and forth from the migraine that I had. I was like, yeah, I can't come in on Friday, mate. Can't do it. And they were like, we totally understand. I was like, I just need to call it a day, take the weekend to rest, because I knew I had to be somewhere today on a Sunday as well. And I was like, I don't want to miss it. And I also don't want to be there coughing and rocking back and forth with a headache. Okay, so I'm actually running out of time, so we're going to time like this and I'll come back to you guys when I'm doing my hair.
Yeah.
On our way to the baby dedication. I spoke to you guys a bit earlier.
This is something.
Oh, what's she gonna say?
Yeah, scared by it. Maddie retiring. Got the question. Focus on the plan. I love what we have.
Both know I am not going behind the driver. Why is she walking this way? Good morning, Baltimore. It is not the morning. It is dark as heck. What the heck? It is not the morning. It is actually the evening, afternoon. I don't know. I'm gonna get onto my bed so I can chit chat. I literally just got back from work. Today's Wednesday. By the way, yeah, I've been drinking this drink that I'm low-key now obsessed with. You know what made me start liking elderflower? Working in Jonah juice. Worked in Jonah juice. There's one drink has elderflower in it, elderflower and strawberry. I can't remember the name of it right now, but if I remember, then I'll put it on the screen. But anyways, that made me start liking elderflower. Got back from work and, you know, I was doing my little scroll on TikTok. By the way, how are you guys doing on your changing the feed thing? You know, if you decided to change your feed or your algorithm, if you guys remember that little talk that we had, because I'm not doing great. But I was having this conversation with someone that I used to work with yesterday. We were literally on the phone for like, it wasn't even hours. Well, I mean, it was my whole journey home and then some. But anyways, we were on the phone and we were chit-chatting because she's also a teacher. I used to work with her at a different school, and she's like taking a break. Well, I'm not going to out her business on the internet, but she's just taking a break. And then we ended up talking about like having to basically find yourself like when you're not working or like when you're changing career paths or whatever the case is, which is hilarious because it's like this literally takes up your whole life as much as you try to not let it take up your whole life. But anyways, and then we were talking about getting out because I'm so sorry. Like sometimes I sit here and I'm like, you could have chose anywhere. When I say you, I mean like family. You could have chose anywhere to settle and you chose the UK. And you know what? I hear it, their timing, but right now it's just like, this is not the dream. This is not the UK dream, because you know the American dream, but I don't know what you'd call it, the UK dream, I guess, the European dream. I'm bringing it back to the clock app, guys, but there was this thing that I saw that just pushed me over the edge, which was getting taxed for not having kids. Has everyone lost the plot? Do we know how expensive it is to have children? Now you want to tax me and my womb for deciding against that. Like, you just want money. It's just money laundering at this point. Like, you're just sucking out the pennies from everyone any way that you can, because God forbid you think you're going to tax me for not having a child. Anyways, we're talking like a whole bunch of stuff and then basically just talk about an escape plan. And she was like, you people that have like dual citizenship or like nationalities and basically people that can get out, she thinks it's so lucky because you don't have to stay here. And you know what, I hear it to an extent, because you're right, no one has to stay anywhere. First of all, let me just put it out there, I genuinely feel like the world is your oyster. Like, there is so much out there that this is not it. This is not all. It doesn't have to be all for you, for anyone. However, obviously people that weren't born here and whatever the case is, they have more of an out, especially if you've got roots back home or just roots elsewhere. It's like, okay, you have more of an option to leave. And like, we were speaking about that and she was like how she really wishes that she could, like, she had more of an option to leave, because if she was to leave, then that would mean having to go back to family that she's not as close to, and then setting that up, or just going to a whole different country, which she doesn't mind, of course. Like, she's married, has her own like course, she's settled, so she has the ability to move and stuff like that, but it's like she doesn't have that connection. She was even saying to me like, you're lucky you have that connection, because I don't know if you guys understand, if I jump on this plane and said not to come back, I'm Gucci. Of course it would be different. I have lived in the UK, in London, for a very large amount of my life, so essentially this is my life. But I think because of my mindset now and also the plans I have for myself in my future, I don't think I would be as unsettled as maybe I would have been a couple of years ago. When I dream of a life I don't dream of this place. Like, I really don't. The fact that talking about setting up somewhere else and starting new, the fact that that makes me so happy, and not just me, like me and my friend, work colleague, is crazy. It's so crazy, because there were times where, what do you mean like live outside the UK? Like, I couldn't even fathom living outside of London. And I think this was definitely before I went to university, actually. And then I started going back to Ghana a lot more often. So, or I used to go to Ghana like whenever my family went to Ghana, because I'm sorry, I was a child. Who the heck is paying over hundreds of pounds for a ticket? The first time I paid my own ticket to Ghana, I think I was 21 or 22. What? I'm gonna go with 22. That was the first time that I like paid for full my Ghana ticket. No one helped me. I sat on that plane on my own. Like, I went on my own. That was the first time that I had travelled such a distance on my own. There's something about travelling on your own a very long distance that makes you go, I can do this, I can do anything. Like, what do you mean do that, board a plane and go to another country on my own? What the heck can I not do? I've been able to afford it, which is a big thing. Like, not everyone can afford their flights on their own. Taking time off of work, you know, like, I've made it a possibility to leave the country, and then I've left said country, then I'm in a foreign country. Well, it wasn't a foreign country, but you know, then I'm in another country. Once you do that, you kind of feel like you can do anything, and I did. And then I went back more regularly. You think about the possibilities and you're like, you can actually go and live anywhere. Like, you don't have to live in this place. But then I feel like when you do think about that, something about here just like starts to cloud. Start thinking, oh, you've got to pay the exit fees that they're starting to impose. There's just so many other things that start to creep up. I had that conversation with her yesterday, and it literally re-sparked my notion of the get out plan. It was a plan already and things were being put into place. Like, it kind of quieted down. That conversation just like lit the fire again, and it was like, yeah, like, let's not forget let's not forget the plan is to get out. Always come back. You don't have to leave forever. You can always come back. Like, this world is so big. Imagine all the places that you haven't gone to. It literally fills me with so much hope. None of us have to stay where we are, and none of us should stay where we are. Get out. Go save up some money. Go and get a passport if you haven't got a passport. Book a flight and just leave. Even if it's for 2 weeks, wherever you're going, just go. You have never traveled abroad. Whatever your circumstances are, I genuinely pray that your circumstances turn around and you're able to travel. Even if it's for a week, even if it's for 2, it does something. No matter where you are, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in America, whether you're in Ghana, like literally go somewhere else. I went to Ghana, the last time I went to Ghana was in September. For about 2 weeks, I went with my friend. I had the best time ever. I came back, I said, oh, life is worth living again. I just feel like everyone needs to feel that, no matter where you're going. Anyways, it's a very long-winded of saying get out. Get out in whatever way you can, for however long you can, from whatever environment you're in. Go and see the world. You're not trapped. Society tries to make you feel like you are. Obviously, some of us are more blessed than others, and that just is the way that the cookie crumbles sometimes. But honestly, just believe that circumstances change. They always do change. I've been doing this for that long, and I literally miss when I'm not filming. Like, when I didn't upload, I was on the phone with my friend, and I was like to him, it was Thursday, and I think it was 6 o'clock, and I was in my bed covering. I was like to him, it is so weird not posting a video right now. Like, it felt so weird. And he was like, just rest and post your video next week. And I was like, I don't think you understand though. Like, it feels so odd. It's crazy how quickly you can form a habit, because if I remember, my first video was first week of January. We're now in February. My gosh, we're now in February. Like about maybe like 5 weeks, I'd say. Which is like, that's a habit. So for the one time to not do it, I was like, no, I need to get back into this because I don't even want to fall off. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. I love you guys. And bye.
Run back to you.